Hey guys, what is up? It is Aaron Kushner. All right, today we're going to talk about the 3 fundamental muscle building mistakes that you might be making, and that's the reason why you're not seeing gains. That's the reason why you go to the gym, but you don't look the way you want to look because you're making 3 mistakes, maybe more, but at least these 3 are the most common. And if you're one of the people that goes to the gym and you're seeing some gains, just not as quickly as you like, stay tuned and pay attention to this video because these 3 things right here are really going to help you accelerate your growth. I promise you that. But first, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And second, hit the notification bell so when a video comes up, you never ever miss one. All right, let's get right into it. Number 1, you're not eating enough. This is the most common mistake. People just don't eat enough. They say they do, they think they do, but they do not. And so that very well could be you. If you are not seeing gains, if you're not seeing the muscle, the size, the density, the cuts that you want to see, it simply could be because you are not eating enough. Now let's get into that very, very quickly. Number 1, as far as eating enough goes, you have to consume enough protein. Now the standard rule is 1 gram of protein per body pound. It's actually lean body weight, which is your body weight minus your fat. But for argument's sake, we'll just do 1 gram per body pound. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be intaking 150 grams of protein every single day. My suggestion is that you at least go up to 1.5 grams. But you can start with 1 gram per body pound. This will help you consume enough protein throughout the day, which is the building block to muscle. The problem is that people eat most of their protein maybe in their first 2 meals. You need to separate it and have it over the course of your 4 or 5 meals. Now, because we're not average people, because we want to grow muscle, be big, be swole, have gains, the average person eats 3 meals a day. You need to be eating 4 or 5. So you want to make sure you have protein in every one of those meals. So if you have 150 grams of protein a day, you need to divide it into those 4 or 5 meals so that you have an even flow and a steady flow of protein all day, feeding the muscles that you have just trained so hard. Number 2, within you're not eating enough, you want to make sure you're in a caloric surplus, not a caloric deficit. If you are in a caloric deficit, which means that you are eating less calories than what you are burning over the course of the day, you will never, ever, ever gain size. It is impossible. You cannot put on muscle if you are in a caloric deficit. So make sure you're in a caloric surplus. And last, kind of within this, you're not eating enough, is consuming enough carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are critical. They're key. And they're what give you the energy to power through your workouts, which should be crazy intense, guys. If you want to look like most people do not, you have to train like most people do not. And so your intense workouts are fueled by the carbohydrates that you eat. And so make sure you're including enough carbohydrates in your meals. All right, the second tip, the second mistake you're probably making is your post-workout meal. I see so many people on Instagram and social media just in general where they post their post-workout meals and they have steak, they have fish, they have a whole meal. They have, chicken and potatoes and green beans and a salad. This is terrible. Ideally, your post-workout meal should be a whey protein shake and some sort of carbohydrate. Let's get into the protein first. Whey protein is a very fast-acting protein. So when you consume it, it hits the muscles very, very quickly. And this is what we want post-workout. What happens is when you work out, you create micro tears in your muscle. Proteins turn into amino acids. These amino acids attach to these micro tears and repair them. Leftover amino acids, which means the extra protein that you've ingested, now can help create new muscle. And that's what we're looking for. So a fast-acting protein post-workout is critical. A carbohydrate, something like a banana or pineapple, this restores your glycogen levels. This is a huge mistake that I see most people never doing. They'll say, yes, I drink my protein shake and that's all I had. But they forgot about restoring their glycogen levels. You have to include a carbohydrate on there. Even if it's half a banana or a small little tin of pineapple, like usually what I do, or some rice, something to restore your glycogen levels is critical for growth. And last, do not consume fat post-workout. Fat slows down the process of the whey protein and the carbohydrates that you just ingested, and it it allows them to disperse at a slower rate, or enforces them to disperse at a slower rate, which we don't want. We want that protein and those carbs to hit our muscles as fast and as hard as possible. And when you include fat or introduce fat into your workout, you slow down that process. This is a big no-no, so stop doing it. And so if you can start having a better post-workout meal, you will see results from it. All right, number 3, the third mistake that most people make and are making, and it's inhibiting their gains, is they're just not training hard enough. I know that seems kind of simple, but it's true. I go to the gym all the time, and I see people more so going through the motions. Every once in a while, I'll catch 1 or 2 people really training hard. You're probably not working out with the intensity that you need to be working out. This is a hard sport. This takes a lot of dedication. And so when you go into the gym, you have to be completely focused. Not only that, you have to be focused on the idea that you're not going to lift with ego. I see a lot of people lifting with ego, just trying to push up big weight, push and pull big weight. What's the point if your form is shitty? You need to go in there and have a great mind-muscle connection with whatever it is you're working that day. And you need to be focused at the gym. Stop playing on your phone. Stop talking to your friends. Put on your headphones. Listen to your music. Focus on what you're doing. Get in the gym. Get out of the gym and outwork everyone there. And if you can start doing that and really mentally be engaged in your workout, during your workout, focusing on the muscle, envisioning what you want it to look like while you're training it. You know, while you're doing squats, what do you want your legs to look like? When you're working out chest, what is it you envision in your head that you want your chest to actually look like? Envision that while you're training. Do the reps, slow, controlled reps, and really focus on what you're doing. You're going to feel a huge difference at the end of that workout session, I promise you, because it's going to be a different kind of training. And so go into the gym knowing that you're going to kill it, and you're going to see results. Those are 3 very common mistakes. We just don't eat enough, post-workout meal is terrible, and we go to the gym and we kind of just go through the motions. If you can fix those 3 mistakes, I promise you'll see gains. Now, there are other things that we do that aren't right as well, but we'll get into that at another time, because I'm going to make a series out of this, kind of bodybuilding basics, or something of that nature. We'll figure it out. So going forward, we'll post something every week about bodybuilding, how to get into it, maybe what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right, in order to see the results we want to see, to get the gains that we want to get. Just make sure you hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel so you guys don't miss any of those videos that are upcoming. My name is Aaron. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really greatly appreciate it. Please share, like, subscribe, hit a thumbs up button if you liked the video, if it was helpful, and more importantly, comment below. I love seeing your comments. I want to engage and interact with everybody and learn about you and tell me about what's going on. Tell me about your diet. Tell me about your nutrition. Tell me about your training routine. Let me know and I'll help out best I can. I'm Aaron. You guys have a great day. Peace.